Hello 3D modelers. In this video we're going to draw our base and include some dog bones and then extrude it. So the top of the browser tree is activated. Let's go down to the base level and be sure we have it active as we model. We'll go up to create and create sketch. We're going to choose, you see in the view cube, this top layer because we want to be looking straight down on this base as it's modeled. We'll use a 2-point rectangle and anchor it in the origin, clicking there and pulling up. We want the base to be 3 inches high and tab over to get 6 inches wide. We'll hit return, and those numbers we pulled off of the measured drawing that we have. And we need to have some slots to put in the legs. So again, we'll use the 2-point rectangle and drop in a rectangle of a random size and shape. So let's go ahead and dimension this. This gives me the opportunity to point out that this rectangle is blue, meaning it is not fully defined. You'll notice that the larger rectangle is black. That means it's anchored to the origin and fully defined. So let's work on defining this rectangle. So first of all, let's use dimension and indicate that we want this rectangle to be 1 inch from the end, and we also want it to be 2 inches long, and we want the distance from the top to be 1/2 inch. Now this last dimension is determined by the thickness of the material. So in here we'll use dimension to measure the distance between these two faces, and we'll define this as T max plus clearance. So now we have this notch opening that's going to be fully defined. Let's go in here and do those dog bones. We need to have a place for our tool to go so that it can create pieces that fit together in the corners. Right now the tool is rounded, so as it comes down to cut this face, it would leave material here that would prevent us from slotting our pieces together. So you may remember what we need is a circle. So I've gone up and gotten the circle, and I'm going to start the circle on this edge and pull down. The diameter of the circle needs to be our tool diameter, and remember we built in a little bit of clearance into that measurement. Now I'm going to grab that center point and pull it down so that the outer edge just rests right here at that intersection. It'd be nice to mirror this across, so I'm going to hover here. Do you see that triangle that just appeared? That indicates that this is the center. I'm clicking, and I'll go up to the top, and I'm going to hover there till I see the triangle. It's just covered up a little bit. It's up there, clicking there, and now this line, escape, I'm going to take that line and turn it into a construction line by selecting it, and I hit X on the keyboard as a quick stroke, or you could go over to the sketch palette and select this construction line. So now I can mirror this. I'm using the mirror function, and I can mirror this circle, and I would take its center point as well, and I would mirror it across that center line. So we could do the same thing going the other direction. So we would need a line. We're going to scroll along the side till we see that blue triangle up here. Click, go across, see the blue triangle, click, escape out of that, highlight the line, X to turn it into a construction line, clicking away. And now we can mirror again by taking these two circles and their center points and choose the center mirror line. So that repeats that up at the top. Excellent. Now let's use that trick again Finding the center here, we're going to scroll across so the triangle appears. Finding the center there. Let's escape, click away. Take this line and activate it. Use X on the keyboard to turn it into a construction line. And then let's go ahead and choose everything that's in this selection and mirror it across that center line. This is the mirror line, and hit return. So this shows the power of Fusion 360. At first it seems really tedious and detailed, but once you use the power of mirroring, you can leverage your modeling time. Finally, let's extrude this volume, and we'll want to extrude it the distance T max. Over here, just verify it's creating a new body and hit OK. The last thing we'll do is go in here and soften these corners, round them over a little bit so the design isn't so sharp by using fillet. We'll select these 4 corners. And when you get to this point, it is a matter of preference and taste. I'm going to try a distance of 0.04 inches to round that over. Let me take a look and see what 6 looks like. I like that roundedness. There, we'll take that. And so now we have our form with the notches, the dog bones, and some nicely rounded corners using the fillet command. In the next video, we're going to model the legs or the cradles that actually hold the pin. See you there.